Hi, I'm Dr. Rene Hackney. Welcome to Week 2, Part 2 of 8 Weeks to Positive Discipline. In this segment, we're going to talk about giving children positive directions. This is our first proactive technique, things to be thinking about all day long, not just in the moment of discipline. Giving positive directions is really avoiding negative directions. Negative directions start like this: no, and don't, and stop. Let's say a child is running through the house and you'd already asked them to stop running. A negative direction would be no running, don't run, stop running. When you give that negative direction, they have to be able to turn your language around and figure out the opposite behavior. If anything, you're basically reminding them to run. No running, don't run. They latch onto that verb. The running is what they hear. You also want to just fill in that blank for them. Instead of leaving them with what's called a behavioral void, you want to tell them what to do. So they come running through the house, walking feet, slow down in the house. Those are positive directions. You're telling kids what to do. Let's say another example. Child A has a toy. Child B keeps grabbing toys. He's on his way over. Instead of no grabbing, don't grab, reminding them to grab, it's ask for a turn, wait for a turn, find something to trade, find something else to play with, ask for help. Any of that is far more likely to work than no grabbing, don't grab. We were out at Cox Farm, which is the pumpkin patch in our area, a really big one. And I was in the goat cage, and this mom walked in with her maybe little 2.5 or 3-year-old, and he had his cup of goat food. And she said to him so clearly, now don't put that on the ground. And you could see he looked confused, and he's like, and he goes to put it on the ground. He heard the put that on the ground. The don't kind of lost him. Instead of don't put that on the ground, what did she want him to do? Hold on to that cup. Keep that cup in your hands. He would have done it. He was trying so hard to listen when he put it on the ground. But the don't put that on the ground, they have to be able to turn your language around. And at 2.5, 3 years old, wasn't quite able to do that yet. The idea here is you want to fill in the blanks for them and give them the positive direction. Tell children what to do. On your paper, there's some parent practice. The idea, if you have your outline, is to go ahead and turn off the video for a minute, read through the parent practice, and jot down just the positive directions, and then turn the video back on. We'll go over those answers. So, parent practice number 1. Your children are yelling at each other in the back seat of the car. Instead of no yelling, don't yell, we want to tell kids what to do. Inside voices, quiet voices, talk to each other, look out the window, color in your book. Any of that is better than no yelling, don't yell. The next one, one child is teasing another with a mean look, other is starting to cry. The negative directions, no teasing, stop teasing him. Positive directions, friendly voices, friendly words, say that in a nice way. Even leave him alone, walk away from him is a positive direction. Kate accidentally knocks over a tower. Johnny's chasing her to hit her. He didn't already hit her. We'd be talking about other things. Positive directions: freeze, sit, use your words, tell him be careful. The idea here is if you say don't hit her, by the time that's out there and turned around, it's likely already happened. You want to fill in the blank and give them the easier direction to follow. Positive directions are easier to follow. It's like if I said to you now, stop sitting. Well, that you have to think about. Stand up you can do right away because it's a positive direction. It is easier to follow. The homework for this one is just to give positive directions. If you are the no and don't and stop parent, at least start being aware of how often you give negative directions. When you give them, follow it up with the positive. So when you do catch yourself saying no grabbing, ask for a turn, or stop running, walking feet in the house, you want to just add on the positive direction, but eventually you want the positive direction to replace that negative direction. This is a quick and easy skill, but it tends to have a much bigger impact than people think. Good luck with this.